According to a time poll conducted in June of 2008, 42% of registered voters believed that gay and lesbian couples should be allowed to marry. Suppose that we obtain a simple random sample of 50 voters and determine which voters believe that gay and lesbian couples should be allowed to marry. Describe the sampling distribution of the sample proportion for registered voters who believe that gay and lesbian couples should be allowed to marry. First, we have to check that the sample size is less than or equal to 5% of the population. The sample size is 50, and this is definitely less than 5% of the population of all registered voters, so condition 1 is satisfied. Next, we have to check the following. Next, we have to check if NP times 1 minus P is greater than or equal to 10. If NP times 1 minus P is greater than or equal to 10, then the sampling distribution of the sample proportion is approximately normal. N is the sample size, so N is 50. P is the population proportion, which is 42% or 0.42. We get 12.18, which is greater than or equal to 10, so condition 2 is satisfied. So because condition 2 is satisfied, we can say that the distribution of the sample proportion is approximately normal. So because the distribution of P hat is approximately normal, we need to compute the mean and the standard deviation of the sample proportion. The mean of the distribution of P hat is P, which is the population proportion. The population proportion is 42% or 0.42. Now let's compute the standard deviation of P hat. Let's substitute the values for P and N. Type this in your calculator and round to 4 decimal places and you get approximately 0.0698. So the sampling distribution of the sample proportion is approximately normally distributed with a mean of 0.42 and a standard deviation of 0.0698.